Today I'm going to take you through a video on spinal flexion. So when you're ready, go ahead and come to stand at the top of your mat, toes touch with a slither of space between your heels. Root down through the feet. Draw the quads up off the knees and draw the shoulders down the back. As you inhale, bring the hands to heart center. And as you exhale, roll the shoulders back down and away. Again, inhale, shoulders rise. Exhale, release them down. One more. Inhale, shoulders lift up. And then exhale, release them down. I invite you to set an intention or maybe a dedication for your practice. If you didn't come with one already, I offer up the intention of finding mobility in the stretches. We'll seal up all these intentions with 3 breaths. First, exhale all the air from your lungs. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale, fill up. Exhale, send it out. You may begin to blink eyes open, first gazing toward the fingertips. Well, inhale the hands overhead, palms touch, arms are straight, shoulders glide down the back. Gaze toward the thumbs. Then as you exhale, open the arms out to the side and bring the hands to the hips, rolling the shoulders down with you. Take your inhale to stand taller. And then as you exhale, take a side stretch toward the right, drawing your right elbow down. Try to stand more so into your left foot, keeping the hips in line, keeping the shoulders in line. Draw the left shoulder back. On your next inhale, come back upright. On your next exhale, tip your left elbow down for a side body stretch. Step more into the right foot. Square off hips and shoulders and lift the chin. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the shoulders. Release any tension that may have built up there. Then as you inhale, lift the chest higher as if you're shining your sternum toward the sky. Gaze up on a diagonal here, protect the neck. And then go ahead and inhale the hands to heart center. Bring the chest back to your normal stance. As you exhale, twist the torso toward the right. Draw the right elbow on a parallel line behind you, keeping them in one plane. Try to step down into the left foot as you twist. Try to keep your hips forward as you twist your shoulders and elbows open toward the side of the room. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, try to keep the elbows level, hips straight. Hold here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands by sides. We're going to change our arm position now, but do the same 3 spinal stretches. So go ahead and inhale the arms overhead, palms touch. Draw the shoulders down and away, gaze to the thumbs. On your exhale, tip the torso toward the right. Keep the left shoulder moving back. Stand down into the left foot. Find length through the left side body. Find a reaching up and over with the right side body. Then inhale back to center and exhale, tip toward the left. Again, right shoulder back this time. Open the chest toward the sky as you lean over, pressing into your right foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale, goal post your arms out to the side, framing out your face. Take your inhale to lift the chest toward the sky. And then exhale the hands to heart center. Take the same twist we took before. Inhale here, and then exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands by sides. Surya Namaskare, Sun Salutations A. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog for 5. Release shoulders. 4. Notice if your spine is in a neutral position or if you're tucking your hips under. If you're tucking your hips under, work toward drawing the tailbone back. If your tailbone's already rolling back, work to find neutral hips here by slightly tucking under in opposition. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, mountain pose, gaze to thumbs, lift the chest toward the sky. Exhale, hands by sides, neutral spine. Again, inhale, arms rise, lift the chest. Exhale through a neutral spine to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length through the spine, lift the head and tail. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog for 5. Press down in the base of the index finger and thumb. 4. Think biceps to the sky. 3. Ears between upper arms. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, reach up. Exhale, hands by sides. Last one, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog for 5. Shoulders away from ears. 4. Press the heels back down and away from you. 3. Breathe into the hamstrings. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, plant the palms, step or handstand back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel drops, rise up, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog for 5. Breathe full. 4. Scrub the feet toward the hands and the hands toward the feet. 3. Inner thighs to the sky. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, hands by sides. Last one, knees bend, arms rise, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left heel drops, rise up on the inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel drops, rise up, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog for 5. Think hips moving back and away from you. 4. Draw the navel in deeper. 3. Close the ribcage. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, chair twist right, left elbow crosses right thigh. Peek down and make sure that left knee doesn't cross in front of the right, and then gaze over your right shoulder. Hold for 5. Think hips low. 4, chest higher than the hips. 3, engage the obliques. 2, 1, stay twisted. Look down at the right foot and step the left foot back, finding your high crescent twist. Hold for 5. Keep breathing. 4, do your best. 3, be careful that right knee doesn't bevel in or out. 2, engage the inner thighs. 1, as you exhale, stay twisted. Gently drop down to that back knee. If you need to use your hands, that's totally fine. Then come back to your kneeling twisted crescent. Hold for 5. Notice how this pose, this twist feels different in all 3 positions. 4, can you get a little deeper when you're on your back knee? 3, long spine, pull up through the neck. 2, 1, inhale the arms overhead, palms touch, find your kneeling crescent lunge. Think about engaging the left glute to stretch through that left hip flexor for 5. Rib cage knits in. 4, belly goes in. 3, shoulders drop. 2, 1, exhale the hands beside the hips. Rock your hips back until your right leg is straight and your hips are over the left knee. Find your half splits or come to full splits here. Work toward those full splits. Hold for 5. Always an option for blocks on either side of the hips. 4, breathe full. 3, 2, 1. If you were in full splits, come back to half splits. Ground the palms and step your right knee back so it's directly beside the left knee. Crawl the palms forward until they're under your shoulders to find your tabletop position. Take an inhale slowly and come into a slow cat-cow. Slowly come to cow pose, gently lifting the chest first through the arms, then beginning to arch the back as you lift the gaze and then finally lift the neck. Let's reverse that for our cat pose. As you slowly exhale, feel the spine ripple up as you come through the top of the back to the mid-back, tucking the chin into the chest. Again, inhale slow to cow pose, lifting the chest, lifting the tail, finally lifting the chin, and then reverse chin drops as you exhale. Chest begins to lower, mid-back raises, hips tuck under for cat pose. One more, slowly ripple forward to your cow pose. And then exhale, slowly ripple back to your cat pose. This time, inhale to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under here. Take an inhale, find your cow spine. And then as you exhale to cat, hover your knees off the mat, pressing down through the palms, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Gently lower the knees as you inhale back to your cow pose. Belly drops, chest lifts. And then as you exhale, press through the palms, press through the toes, and lift the hips and knees for cat pose. For 3, 2, 1. Gently lower the knees, press through the palms, lift the chest, cow pose. Last one, exhale to cat pose. Mid-back rises, knees lift for 3, 2, 1. Gently drop the knees and inhale to a neutral spine. We're going to take a single leg hold in our tabletop position here. So go ahead and inhale the right arm out long in front of you and exhale the left leg out long behind you. You can stay here, or if you'd like to, you can bend into the left knee. Try to keep the knee and hip in line with one another as if there was a table underneath it. Then as you're ready, sweep that right arm behind you. Palm faces toward the midline and take hold of the inner arch of that foot. As you inhale, lift up higher, kicking the foot into the hand. And as you exhale, hold here. If you need more of a challenge, you can always bring an overhead grip rather than an underhead grip. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, gently lower down. I'll take the other side. Extend the left arm out in front of you, the right leg long behind you. Try to keep the knee in line with the hip. Bend into the right knee, and then sweep the palm away from you toward the midline behind you, and take hold of the inner arch of that foot. Hold here, kicking the foot into the hand and drawing the knee up higher as you draw the chest forward. And then exhale, release down. You're on your knees now, hands are under the shoulders. On your next exhale, draw your chest between your hands, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to slide to the belly. Peel up the head, neck, and chest for baby cobra. Squeeze the elbows in tight. Squeeze the toes together for 5. Peel up a little higher. 4. Feel the extension in the upper mid-back. 2. 1. Gently lower down. Go ahead and bring your hands out wider than your mat. Elbows point toward the ceiling. Maybe come to fingertips. And on your inhale, undulate up for a wide arm cobra. As you exhale, lower down. Bring the palms underneath the shoulders again. And this time, press through the palms. Inhale, look up and look over your right shoulder. Exhale, gently lower down. Inhale, press up and look over your left shoulder. Exhale, lower down. This time, inhale, press through the palms. As you begin to straighten out your arms for upward facing dog, engage the abdominals so much that the thighs lift, and lift your chin toward the sky. As you exhale, pike the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Hold here. Release the shoulders. We're going to take a down dog twist. So if you can, go ahead and step your feet about a footprint or a half a footprint in toward your face. You want a short down dog for this twist. On your inhale, lift your right hand off the mat, trying to keep your weight even between the feet and the left hand, and reach for the outer left ankle. If it's available to you, you can grab onto that ankle and begin to peer under your left armpit. Hold here for 3. Engage the abdominals. 2. 1. Go ahead and exhale. Release that twist. Place the right hand down. And this time on your inhale, lift the left palm. Reach toward the outer left shin. Maybe take hold of it and gaze under your right shoulder for 3. Breathe full. 2. Engage abdominals. 1. Exhale, release. Come back to downward facing dog. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top of your space. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, chair twist, right elbow crosses left thigh. Hold for 5. Long spine. 4. Be sure right knee doesn't cross left. 3. Hips lower. 2. Stay twisted. 1. Step your right foot back. Come to the toes of your right foot. Find a revolved high crescent lunge for 5. Long spine through the crown of the head. 4. Imagine laying your right side body on your left thigh. 3. Keep breathing. 2. In 1, gently drop down to your right knee for your kneeling crescent twist. Hold for 5. Breathe fuller. 4. Gaze over left shoulder. 3. Shoulders down. 2. 1. Inhale the arms overhead. Find your kneeling crescent lunge. Gaze to thumbs for 5. Hips rock forward. 4. Ribcage knits in. 3. Full breaths. 2. And 1. Go ahead and exhale back to your half splits or take full splits if it's available. Hold for 5. Try to square off hips and shoulders. 4. Breathe full. 3, 2, 1. If you're in full splits, come back to half splits. And then on an inhale, go ahead and send the left knee next to the right, finding your tabletop position. We'll take those slow cat-cows. On your inhale, find your cow pose very slowly for 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, move toward cat pose for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to cow pose for 3, 2, 1. Exhale to cat pose for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale, tuck the toes, hover your knees, find cat pose. Inhale, drop the knees to cow pose. Exhale, lift the knees, hover, cat pose. One more, inhale to cow pose, chest lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round and curl the spine, lift the knees up off the mat for your cat pose with hovered knees. Gently drop the knees down, and on an inhale, find a neutral tabletop. Extend the right arm out long in front of you and the left leg long behind you. Bend into the left knee, then reach around for the ankle or foot of the left leg with the right palm. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, gently lower down. Extend the left arm out in front of you, the right leg long behind you. Bend into the right knee, then reach around for the right ankle or foot with the left palm. Hold for 3. Lift higher, 2. Kick into the right foot, 1. Exhale, gently lower down. Take an inhale in your neutral tabletop, and then as you exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to baby cobra. Hold for 5. Elbows squeeze in. 4. Chest reaches higher. 3. Abdominals engaged. 2, 1. Gently lower down. Move the fingertips off the edges of your mat. Elbows point up toward the ceiling. On your inhale, undulate up for a wide arm cobra. And then on an exhale, gently undulate down. Bring the palms underneath the shoulders. This time, inhale, lift up to full cobra. Look over right shoulder. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, look over left shoulder. Exhale, undulate down. This time, press through the palms. Find your up dog here. Lift the chest higher, engage the abdominals so much the thighs lift. And then exhale to pike the hips up and back for downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift the right hand. Take hold of the left foot and look under the left armpit for 3, 2, 1. Exhale the right hand down. Inhale, lift the left palm. Reach toward the right ankle. Gaze under right shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Step your right foot forward between your hands and come up high on the left heel. Find your high crescent lunge. Take an inhale to bring the hands overhead and lift the chest higher. Hold for 5. We're flexing through the spine. 4. Keep breathing. 3. Shoulders down. 2. In 1, keep the left arm lifted. Drop the right palm next to your right hip. And as you exhale, begin to tip over toward the side for that lateral flexion. Hold for 3. Breathe full for 2. In 1, take twisted lunge. Open the arms like a T. Right fingers point back. Open your chest toward the right side of your mat. Hold for 3. Keep breathing. 2. Listen carefully. 1. Stay here. We're coming into revolved half moon. You might want to block underneath your left hand. On your next exhale, plant the left palm next to the right foot, a little bit in front, and begin to lift that left leg as you lift your right arm overhead. Hold here for 5. Do your best to balance. 4. For an added challenge, gaze to right thumb. 3. 2, and 1. Find your warrior 2. Left foot back. Arms are out like a T, facing the left side of your mat this time. Take a moment to set up your stance. Unwind and find a nice deep bend in that right knee. Hold for 5. Draw the armpits down. 4. Nice neutral spine here. 3. Ribs knit in. 2. 1. As you exhale, cock the hips to the back of the room as you tip your torso forward. Then drop the right palm to the right leg and lift the left hand to the sky for your triangle pose. Think about finding a little bit of a twist as you draw your chest up toward the ceiling here and gaze up to your left thumb. Think about extending both the right side body and the left side body for 5. Keep breathing. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. Inhale up with straight legs, arms out like a T. Exhale the hands to the hips. Turn the toes in and the heels out. As you inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, fold forward. Go ahead and bring the hands between the feet. Draw the abdominals in to help pull you deeper. Hold here for 3. Listen for the change in 2. In 1, draw the right palm directly under the face and inhale the left arm overhead, gazing toward the left thumb for a twisted forward fold. Hold for 3. Breathe for 2. 1. Switch it out. Plant the left palm under the face. Draw the right arm overhead. Hold for 3. Release the top shoulder. 2. 1. Exhale both hands down. Fold deeper for 3. Think about lifting the hips toward the sky. 2. 1. Transition to Skandasana, bringing the elbows to the inside of the right knee. Both sets of toes face the corners of your mat. Hips sink low, chest moves high. You can keep the back foot grounded or spin the left toes to the sky. Hold for 5. Breathe full. 4. Navel in. 3, 2, 1. Plant the fingertips on the mat and come to your right shin, finding your gate pose. Your left leg is out long in line with your right knee. Your hands come out like a T. On your inhale, bend into the elbows, goalpost your arms, and inhale the chest to the sky. On your exhale, find a neutral spine, bring the arms out long. On your next inhale, prepare to tip toward the left. Left hand goes down left shin, right arm goes overhead, right over that right ear. Go ahead and move on your next exhale, reaching up and over, thinking chest to the sky like triangle pose. Right arm stays over right ear. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back through center. Plant the right fingertip on the mat beside you. Bring the left hand overhead. Other side for 3. Think chest to the sky. 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Go ahead and plant that right hand back down beside you and find your side plank by stepping that right foot down to meet the left. You can stagger your feet or stack them here. Hold for 5. Do your best. 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Inhale to full plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing. Left foot forward, right heel high. Rise up to your high crescent lunge on the left. Arms overhead, chest lifts for 5. Release the shoulders. 4. Find space in the mid upper back. 3. Keep breathing. 2. In 1. Bring your left hand down beside your left hip. Keep your right arm overhead and begin to tip to the left. keeping that right arm directly over the right ear and gazing toward the sky for 3. Plug the right shoulder down. 2. Stabilize with the back inner thigh. 1. Inhale to twist to the left. Exhale, twist deeper. Lift the arms out like a T, right arm out in front of you for 3. Release shoulders. 2. In 1, transition to revolved half moon. Plant that right hand in front of where the right foot would go and lift the left arm to the sky as you launch that right leg up. Hold for 5. Try to square hips. 4. Chest twist toward the left. 3. Do your best to balance. 2. Listen carefully. In 1, find your warrior 2 with that left foot in front. Right foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Arms are out like a T. Take an inhale to set up the stance. And as you exhale, sink lower into that front knee. Hold for 5. Really reach the back arm farther back behind you. 4. Breathe full. 3. Release shoulders. 2. In 1, straighten out the front knee. As you exhale, tip the hips to the back of the room as you bring your torso forward. Bring your left hand down to your left leg and your right arm overhead. Think about twisting your chest to the sky for triangle pose for 5. Release shoulders. 4. Lengthen out the left side body just as much as the right. 3. Breathe fuller. 2. 1. Inhale up with straight legs. Keep the arms wide. And then exhale the hands to the hips. Go ahead and clasp the palms behind the low back. Take your inhale to lift the chest. And then as you exhale, fold forward with bound hands. Notice how opening the shoulders here creates a little bit of a back bend as you fold for 5. Try to squeeze the lower arms toward one another. 4. Palms lay flat against each other. 3. You can modify this position by holding a strap or towel between your palms. 2. And 1. Exhale the hands down. Plant the right hand underneath the face and draw the left arm straight up overhead for your wide leg forward fold twist. Hold for 3. Try to square shoulders. 2. Keep breathing into the twist. 1. Exhale, hands down, switch it out. Left palm plants in front of the face, right arm overhead. Try not to over open that shoulder. Try to keep yourself parallel with the wall beside you. For 3. Relax the neck. 2. If you have any issues with your neck, you can gaze straight toward the wall in front of you rather than up to your right thumb. 1. Exhale the palms down and fold deeper for 3. Breathe fuller for 2. In 1, transition to your Skandasana. Toes face the corners of your mat. Your left knee bends this time. Your hips sink lower than your chest. Always an option to come up high into a side lunge. You can always keep the back foot grounded. Wherever you are, find something challenging to hold for 3. 4. 5. 2. 1. Transition to gate pose on the left. Come to your left shin and keep that right leg extended out long. Make sure that left knee is directly under the hip. Sometimes when we transition into this pose, the left knee can be slightly out to the left. So stack up, bring the arms out like a T on the inhale. As you exhale, bend into the elbows. Goalpost the arms. Then take your inhale to lift the chest higher. Exhale the arms out like a T. This time we stretch to the right first. So find your inhale here and then exhale. Take your right arm down the right leg as you bring your left arm over the left ear for 3. Think chest to the sky like triangle pose. 2. Left hip sinks down. 1. Inhale back through center. Exhale left hand down, right arm overhead for 3. Relax the right shoulder. 2. chest to the sky. 1, inhale up to center. Exhale, left hand down, transition to your side plank. Always an option for a knee or forearm here. For 5, gaze to top thumb. 4, do your best. 3, 2, 1, high plank pose on the inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Go ahead and inhale your right heel high. As you exhale, draw your right knee toward your right wrist, planting the right ankle behind the left wrist for your half pigeon pose. If you need to place a block under your hips, you're welcome to do so. If not, plant the hands either on the ground beside you or place one hand on your right thigh and the other on your right ankle to keep that leg in place. Work to square your hips to the front of the room. You're always welcome to take recline figure 4 instead for 5. Breathe deeper. 4. Do your best. 3. 2. In 1, option to send the left arm out behind you, catching on or reaching for that left calf and bringing the right arm overhead for a pigeon pose back bend. Hold for 3. Do your best. 2. In 1, go ahead and plant that right hand down again. This time, option to take king half pigeon pose, only if it's available to you. So go ahead and kick that left heel into the glute if you can, and you can take hold of that left foot with your elbow crease of your right arm or your left arm, or your left hand. You can also use a strap instead if it's not quite in your reach. Further option to go to sleeping pigeon right away. Hold for 3. Do your best to stay square. 2. In 1, go ahead and release that foot and crawl forward to your sleeping pigeon for 5. Press the palms down to help sink the hips lower. 4. Do your best. 3. 2. 1. Crawl yourself back upright. Plant the palms, tuck the toes, and send the right leg high. Go ahead and stack the hips, bending into the right knee for your flip dog. You can stay here or you can come to Wild Thing. Hold your Wild Thing for 3. Breathe full. 2. In 1, come back to downward facing dog for the other side. This time, inhale your left heel high. As you exhale, bring your left ankle toward your right wrist and your left knee toward your left wrist. Sink the hips down. Option to place a block under the hips, extending that right leg long behind you. Make sure there are no broken ankles here. Ankles are straight behind the right knee. Go ahead and stay sitting upright for 3. Breathe full for 2. This pose is a back bend, even though we're not trying to bend the back. It's just because of that right leg that's out long behind you. 2. And 1, option for that reach, sending the right arm out toward the right leg, left arm overhead for 3. Keep breathing. 2. Chest reaches higher. In 1, option for sleeping pigeon, or come into that king pigeon pose by kicking the right heel in and taking hold of it with your right elbow crease or your right palm. Hold for 3. Also an option to use a strap. 2. In 1, go ahead and crawl forward to your sleeping pigeon pose, remembering to even out the hips, even out the shoulders, draw the armpits down, relax the forehead. Remember, you can always use blocks under the head, under the palms, under the hips. You can also use blankets under the front knee or ankle. Hold for 5. Keep breathing. 4. Do your best. 3, 2, 1. On your inhale, crawl yourself back up, press into the palms, and find your three-legged dog, the left heel high. Option to bend into that left knee, stacking the hips for your flip dog, or to come all the way to Wild Thing. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Come back to your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, roll forward to a high plank. And as you exhale, knees, chest, chin to your belly. Draw the palms underneath the shoulders, squeeze the elbows in, and inhale to your baby cobra for 5. Reach the sternum higher. 4. Engage the abdominals. 3. Squeeze the inner thighs. 2, 1. Exhale, lower down. Extend the arms long beside you, palms face up. On your next inhale, lift the arms, legs, head, neck, and chest. Hold for Shalabhasana. 5. Reach the arms out long behind you. 4. Triceps high. 3. Lift the quads. 2, 1. Exhale, lower down. Go ahead and kick the heels into the glutes. We're going to take 2 versions of Dhanurasana, bow pose today. On your inhale, think about lifting the knees as you reach the arms back and lift the head, neck, and chest, but don't hold on to the ankles. This is a challenge for anybody who's super mobile here. Using your strength to hold you up here. Hold for 3. Breathe full. 2. This is a great modification for bow pose. 1. Exhale, release the head, neck, and chest and arms down. Keep the knees bent. This time we're going to reach around for the ankles or feet. If you're looking to advance it, you can always take the arms overhead, taking the feet behind the head. Or you can use a strap in this pose as well. I'll give you a moment to set up. Further option to do what we just did and not hold on to the feet at all. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift on up, thinking about squeezing the knees toward one another as you lift the knees to shoulder height. Hold for 5. Do your best. 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Relax on down, plant the palms underneath the shoulders, and sit back into your child's pose. Hold for 5. Press the floor away from you. 4. Press your forehead into a block or the mat in front of you. 3, 2, 1. Crawl back toward your hips and sit off to one side, drawing the legs out long in front of you. Take the arms overhead and then exhale for your long forward fold. Hold for 5. With every inhale, find length through the spine. And with every exhale, draw the chest towards shins. 4. Think about pressing the ball mounts of the feet together. 3. Release the shoulders. 2. Use the abdominals to draw you deeper. 1. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release the arms. Bend the right knee, bringing the knee to point up toward the ceiling. Go ahead and place the right hand on the floor behind you for Marichi. Inhale the left arm high, and then exhale to twist. Left arm in front of right leg, or you can hug that knee in. Option for a half bind here, or to take that full bind. Hold for 5. Reach the chest taller. 4. Draw the shoulders down deeper. 3. Flex the left foot. 2, 1. Inhale back through center. Exhale, switch it out. Straighten out that right leg. Plant the left foot on the mat. Plant the left hand behind the left hip. Inhale the right arm high, and then exhale to twist. Take whatever option you took on the other side for 5. Sit up taller. 4. Ribs knit in. 3. Imagine placing your right side body on your left thigh. 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale, relax down onto your mat. Hug your right knee into your chest. And then as you exhale, send it over to the left side of your mat and gaze toward your right for a nice spinal twist. You can always place a block underneath your right knee or right ankle if that foot doesn't touch the floor. That'll help open your spine a little more. If you're looking to advance it, you can straighten out that right leg beside you so your legs are like a T. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Hug both knees in, then straighten out the right leg and keep the left knee into the chest. Take the spinal twist on the other side. Left knee goes to the right, gaze goes left. Also an option to straighten out that left leg or to take a block under the left leg. Hold for 3. Full breaths for 2. 1. Inhale the knees back into the chest. Exhale, relax them long, let the feet flop open. Let the arms be wide. Walk the shoulder blades underneath you and push them down the back as you relax the head down. Close the eyes. Empty the lungs of all air. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full inhale. Full exhale, release. Again, full inhale. Full exhale. One more, full inhale. Full exhale. Savasana, final rest. Slowly begin to bring movement back into fingers and toes. Maybe make circles with ankles and wrists. Reawaken the limbs. Reawaken the breath. When you're ready, stretch the arms long overhead as you stretch your toes down long in front. Take a full inhale, and then exhale to your favorite side. The right side tends to be more restful, the left side more energizing. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to class today. When you're ready, rock yourself up to a comfortable seat facing the front of the room. Inhale the hands to heart center. Exhale, draw the shoulders back down and away. Loka Samasta Sukhi no Bhavantu. May beings everywhere be happy and be free. We bring our thumbs to third eye center, our seat of intuition, and bow forward to say namaste.